always been a really social person, and also just a pretty active person. I play a cello. I solve Rubik's cubes a little bit. I have fun. I stopped rowing summer going into senior year, and after that, it left me not really having much of a way to burn off that energy from school. And yeah. I started experiencing changes pretty much, I'd say at the start of senior year. Um, like, I remember I stopped rowing, and about the same time my cello teacher retired, and I just didn't have, though I didn't realize at the time like how much I actually cared about those things until you don't know what you have till it's gone. Um, I After that I just started doing nothing basically, and I just had no motivation or ambition or to do anything or to better myself in any way, and it just started a downward spiral. I remember I remember exactly when it kicked in. I remember it was kind of like a big, um, mostly on my chest, but like a big kind of thud feeling, and then kind of just a rush of adrenaline, and just kind of the, I'd say the most happy that I had ever been in my life. And that seems like a great thing, but it's actually really destructive. I felt really happy, but my behavior showed that I really was not having a good time. Um, I remember when my girlfriend and I broke up at the time, I was so mad at myself. I even ended up lashing out at a lot of people that I cared about, and it's really embarrassing to talk about. Um, but I remember I went to the woods and I started punching a tree with my fists, and I remember I kept punching until my fists bled, and I kept punching. And I never want to be there again. It's tough to describe psychosis. It seemed like every idea that I could think of, any idea was like the most profound, amazing idea that I had ever come up with. It feels like remembering a dream. It's the best way I can describe it, because it everything was just so unreal, and to to think that many delusional thoughts every 5 minutes, every moment that passes is just so destructive on your mind. Just piggybacking between different things. Yeah. My mom just had no idea what to do. My behavior was just so erratic. Um, but luckily, our neighbor is a therapist, and my mom went to her and described what was going on, and pretty much immediately she said Daniel needs to go to a hospital. So they, I was pretty much coerced into going to the hospital, but I wouldn't know till much later that that's definitely where I needed to go. Um, I was scared. I had no idea what was going on. That was when I wasn't coming back to reality, but I was more realized that something was going on. I mean, you'd think it would be pretty much a wake up call that, oh, this is the hospital. I'm at a hospital. But for me, it was I had no idea it was even a hospital. I thought it was some. I thought I was there to just be awesome or something. I had no idea. It would have been really helpful for somebody to just say, Daniel, you're going through a psychotic episode, you need to go to the hospital. Or you're going through an episode, you need to. No one would just tell me that I was psychotic. Seems like a lot of people want to tell me that I need to breathe, or I need to calm down, or I need to relax. None of that works. I can tell you, I mean, none of that works for me. Like, I kind of had it in my head that my first episode is just a one-time thing, that I just needed to recover from that and then get back to my normal life. And I think the second episode was kind of a wake-up call that I really do have a mental illness and I need to take it seriously. And part of that meant being on a medication that helps me be present and helps me be myself. I didn't really know what I was getting into, to be honest. I knew it was some form of recovery program. If somebody told me fully what New Journeys was, I probably would not have done it, to be honest. It took me a long time to really realize what I was getting out of it. New Journeys is way more than just a recovery program. It's, the name kind of says it all. I didn't just recover from my illness and go back to my normal life. I really just found out through New Journeys what I wanted to do with my life, which is help other people. People from New Journeys have seen it all, and they're not there to judge you, and they're not there to tell you you're not doing a good job. They're not there to, I wouldn't even, it's not very accurate to say that they're there to fix you. They're there to just help you fix yourself. And from the bottom of my heart, in the end, it has to come from you, and it has to be genuine, and you have to care about yourself and care about your life and want yourself to succeed, and that's what they're there to help you do. Life is pretty good. I really like where my life is. I'm very fortunate to have a family that supports me and friends that support me, and a lot of very gifted and passionate people in my life, and health, wealth, love, and the time to enjoy them.
If you would like to know more about New Journeys, please visit www.newjourneyswashington.org.